What's up, YouTube fans? Today we'll take a look at the Hasbro Transformers and G.I. Joe collaborative Cup Triple T. So this is the fourth figure, I think, in the G.I. Joe and Transformers collaborative. I got this from the Chosen Prime, but thanks to Dr. Diecast, who allowed me to take a look at his copy before I send this off to him. I'm not actually collecting these. I don't have any of them. And I haven't looked at any of the other G.I. Joe figures just because I thought I didn't really have an interest and they didn't look that great. This one actually looks pretty cool. So I decided, let's take a look at it. Let's get in on the details. You got some nice paint. Starting off the head, you have blue paint on the top for his bald head. You got the yellow, silver for the face, blue for the eyes. Oh, that looks nice. And blue on silver for the ears as well. You got some details here, which we'll see more in the vehicle mode, but this is on the other side. So that's a detail just for robot mode. You got green paint up here, nice USA flag and letters here. Yellow paint for the arms and for the chest. Nice Autobot logo here. A little bit of silver paint, we'll see that more in vehicle mode. And then the numbering here for the vehicle, I assume. Here's the back. It does have some kibble back here. And obviously I've stored the weapons back here. These parts right here they snap on. You'd install these after you unbox it. I showed that in the unboxing. But they do look okay. I mean, it looks like he's got a backpack, kind of like a weaponry backpack. I don't mind the look of them. It's just the fact that they don't stay attached. When we go to transform it, you'll see they come off very easily. But you can store the weapons back there. Let's go over the articulation. The head is on a rotation joint here. I think it's actually a ball joint, so you get a little bit up and down on that. But because it's on a hinge, you can get it way down, way up. So that really worked out for them. Because it's a bigger figure, you can have him looking way down. Shoulders rotate around on a ratchet. There's quite a few ratchets on here. I'm very surprised at how many ratchets they included on a retail figure like this. Rotation at the bicep on a mushroom peg. 90-degree bend at the elbow. Rotation at the wrist. You have a ratcheted waist rotation. Again, another surprise for me. This right here is supposed to kind of lock in place. Sometimes it falls down, so just be aware of that. Legs kick up to there on a ratchet. Back to there on a ratchet. Out to the side on friction. Rotation at the thigh at a cut joint on a mushroom peg. 90-degree bend at the knee. Well, a little shorter than 90, but almost. And you get ankle tilt out to here. You can lock the ankles in. If you click it into place, then you can get a straight pose out of it. So if you want, you can lock those in. For the accessories I mentioned already, you have these two missiles, which they kind of have to stay there. They don't really work in robot mode anywhere else. They go somewhere else in vehicle mode. So it's really just storage for the robot mode here. You can bring down this panel here. I'll show that in the final thoughts, but for now, we're just going to leave it like that. You can take these two guns. These will plug into his hands if you want to use them as actual handguns. And he's cupped, so I think he deserves to have guns. And that looks pretty good. You can also bring in the action figures. So we get Leatherneck. Painted pretty beautifully. Comes with a stand, so you can kind of set him aside if you want. Comes with his machine gun and backpack. Both are sculpted and detailed nicely, just done in green plastic, no paint. But the figure itself has lots of paint and detail on it. It looks quite good, even like down to the watch and bracelet over here. All the little accessories on him are all painted. It does have the same articulation as all of the, vintage style G.I. Joes. It is upgraded from the original G.I. Joes, but the head is on a ball joint, so it gets forward and backward. Can rotate around. Shoulders on a hinge, you can go out to there. You can rotate around on the hinge. You have a 90-degree bend at the elbow. Waist is on the O-ring style, so you get ab crunch, forward and backward, rotation, and a little bit of teapot side to side. Legs, no rotation at the legs, but they kick up to there, back to there. Those are on the O-ring too, by the way. out to the side, and then a 90-degree bend at the knee. So pretty good for action figure included with a Transformer. But that's not it. We also get Sergeant Slaughter, which I think everybody's looking forward to when they get this figure. He also has some really nice paint detail: brown, gold emblem on the hat, silver for the glasses, facial hair, painted whistle, painted belt, painted armbands, painted baton. It's got the gold and the black. Painted camo on the pants and the boots. I mean, it's really got quite a bit of paint. I was surprised how well it's detailed. The baton fits in either hand. I do find that one of the hands is a little bit tighter than the other. So if you're finding that yours is a little bit loose, you can just swap hands and put it in the other hand. And that works. And he also comes with a stand as well. For some size comparisons, there it is next to the Fans Toys version of Cup and the Magic Square version of Optimus Prime. He's a big figure, so I don't think it'll fit in well with the retail line. If you've got the other G.I. Joe collaborative figures, you could probably put them together with that, but the scale's going to be all over the place. So if you're trying to fit it in robot mode, I think it probably would go best with Masterpiece. But there you go for a sense of scale. All right, let's get Cup transformed into his Triple T mode. Go ahead and come to the back. If you've got the weapons mounted here, just unplug those and set them aside. Both of them go in a different spot in the vehicle mode. Come back to the front and we'll take care of the arms. So rotate the arms all the way up. And you're going to rotate the upper arm so that you get the hand facing forward, and then you're going to fold it down like that. All right, same with this one. Rotate that up, rotate it forward, and then fold it so the hand is down. And then we'll take care of this center part of the chest. So we're going to unpeg the chest from the front here. Just tabs in here and here. And we can also unpeg these arms from here and here. So they're just holding onto the sides there. And then this backpack is going to unpeg from down here, these two tabs. So that basically unpegs all of it. We're going to open up this panel right here. We can fold the head down just to hide it, and then fold this in, and then fold that on top. This is going to come down, and that's going to make the back of the Triple T. These are annoying, so they sometimes pop off. You can transform it without popping them off, but it just is troublesome to me. You're going to rotate it all the way around. Yeah, see, it just pops off too easily, but we're going to rotate this all the way around, making sure it clears, and then bring it up like this. So it ends up like this. This arm is going to come down. Should we leave this out of the way? Arm is going to come down all the way, and this panel is going to end up right here, kind of fitting in. Don't close this up yet. Okay, so I'll show you the other side too. So again, bring this back, rotate this around until you get it kind of straight with it. And this is going to come all the way around, but bring the arm up first and get these situated. Now this double hinge is rotated in. So if you see the arms are kind of touching, then you know you didn't get that double hinge in right. All right, so it should look something like that. And now we can take care of this. You're going to bring this up. We're going to rotate it on that black hinge. It's going to just peg in right there. Right, same on this one. Bring this up on the hinge. Peg it in right there. If you look on the inside, you'll see a slot on both sides. That's where the arm is going to tab in. And you can just line that up and peg it in. And it is relatively secure once you do that. So that's the back. Actually, we can fold this down. This is the little tow hook on the back. That's the back all done. So we can now work on the front. So we're going to bring this up. We're going to rotate this. Before you rotate it, actually, we're going to open up these panels. And then we're going to rotate this around so it makes up the front of the vehicle. Bring this back. And this will eventually end up here. We'll take care of this legs next. So for the legs, come to the inside. We can fold up his toe. Make sure this clicks and tabs in. We're going to rotate this around until it clicks in the other side like this. You bring up the front of the treads. And then we're going to rotate the knee up until it goes all the way up to there. Then rotate the leg until we get this. Let's see. Yeah, until we get this kind of lined up with this. All right, so leave that there right now. Same for this side. Oh, and open up this panel right here so it sits like that. All right, I'll do it again since I messed it up a little. Rotate this around. Open up that panel. Open up your tread. Bend the knee. And let this sit so it's ready to attach here. All right. There's a peg right here on the back that should go into it. Why am I having trouble? There we go. So that should peg in, and it should look like this. I'm going to bring this down, and these two pegs are going in the front. So bring this all the way down, and we can kind of line up the front and rear pegs so that they both go in. And if you don't have it lined up, then you'll see it won't peg in. All right, once you get those plugged in, then you take these, and these are going to fold in and kind of hold that together. Now you can take this whole front section, make sure this is collapsed. This is going to come down, and there's a peg here and a peg on the inside right here that's going to tab into the front. So make sure both of those pegs make it in on both sides. All right. And then last but not least, we're going to put the missiles and guns on. So take these missiles. These will mount right here on the outside. And again, there's not another spot for them, so that's basically the only place. Then you take these, and these are going to mount right here. And like I mentioned, different spot than we had it in robot mode. All right, there it is. There is the Triple T vehicle. It looks really good. Nice green paint here for the seat. Oh, and I forgot to flip this little joystick up. You want that up like that. All the little details, the flag, Autobot symbol there, the star, G.I. Joe, United States, number, serial number, silver paint here, silver paint on the top. Lots of nice little silver details all throughout. Nice tow hitch. If you open this up, you get nice little computer display. Blue with, keyboards here. Obviously, you can put one of the characters here if you want. It does have a foot tab there. You actually probably plug in quite a few characters back here because there's more than two. There's another set of foot tabs, so you could probably plug in at least two on the back if you wanted to, and just pretend they're working on the computer or whatever. Coming to the front, we can also, of course, put Sergeant Slaughter in the seat. You can bend the legs, get the feet down in there, and then you can bring the arm over and have him holding the joystick or the control, whatever. And that looks really good. This is very, very well done. Everything works as you'd expect. Let's get the guns not pointing at his baton. But yeah, I mean, I'm pretty impressed that they integrated the figures into the vehicle mode so nicely. It does roll. It does have wheels on the bottom. 1, 2, 3, 4. The treads don't work, but it does roll, so that, in my mind, works well. Size comparison, there it is next to the Magic Square version of Optimus Prime. It is a huge vehicle. Huge. Bigger in every dimension. Every dimension. So, again, like I mentioned, I don't think it'll fit with retail. It's just going to look too big. If you have it with the other G.I. Joe vehicles, maybe it'll work. But I think if you're just trying to fit it in, Masterpiece scale is probably the right size. So final recommendations on the Hasbro Transformers and G.I. Joe Collaborative Cup Triple T. I think it's pretty cool. I'm going to give this a 4 out of 5. I'm going to recommend it. You kind of know what you're getting into with these. They're not perfect. They've got a lot of chunky, blocky things to them. So don't expect, masterpiece level anything. but it is very cool. They don't have a lot of waffles this time. Usually these figures, they cut corners and cut costs because they're putting in, you know, a lot of accessories, and it's, you know, just overall costs more. They tend to cut corners. This one, I feel like it cuts the fewest corners of the ones I've seen. And of the collaborators I've reviewed, this one feels pretty complete. You know, you get the two figures, you get all the guns, you get the Ultimo. It looks really good and accurate. So yeah, I'm a pretty good fan. Now, it's not enough for me to start collecting them, but I do think it's a pretty neat version of Cup and a nice combination of Triple T. Cup was the right character for this. So that's it for today. Thanks for watching. Thanks to The Chosen Prime and Dr. Diecast, and we'll see you next time.